Like and subscribe right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck for the next week. Did you know that bugs greatly outnumber the human population? Consider this. There are 200 million insects for every human, which is quite alarming, especially if you have an excessive fear of insects and bugs. While most of these bugs are really harmless, let me be the first to warn you that there is a class of lethal creepy crawlies out there. Best not provoke them. These are the 10 most dangerous bugs from around the world. Number 10. Mosquito. You've got to admit, mosquitoes are the single worst thing about summer, and getting at least one skeeter bite over summer really is inevitable. Those tenacious, brazen little buggers will bite you when you're camping, possibly even ruin a nice picnic, and even get to your nerves as they buzz around your humble abode with a belly full of your own blood. And their bites itch like crazy! These relentless bugs have bedeviled humans for centuries, and can you imagine that there are over 3,000 different species of mosquitoes found in a variety of climates all over the world? But what makes these insects dangerous isn't the uncomfortable itch you feel after they've bitten you. Rather, it's the fact that mosquitoes, particularly the blood-sucking females, serve as vectors for deadly diseases like the Zika virus, yellow fever, dengue, malaria, and others, which have caused deaths numbering in the millions. Number 9. Locust. Alright, I'm sure most of you are surprised to find locusts on a list of most dangerous bugs in the world. While these insects do not directly harm or kill us humans, they are feared for their ability to destroy crops over vast regions, triggering the consequential starvation of millions of people. Periodically, devastating swarms of desert locusts descend upon Africa and Asia, invading human territory where they devour every vegetation in their path. The sheer ferocity of these invading insects dropping from the skies turns them into an unstoppable destructive machine. These terrible insects eat their own weight in food each day. A small swarm of desert locusts can consume hundreds of tons of vegetation and leave only when the land is bare and lifeless. Now, a huge 40-mile wide swarm will devour everything in its path, much like it was in the biblical times and the 1874 infestation of the American Great Plains, as well as the more recent infestation in the East African region, which came as the world was already grappling with a global flu pandemic, COVID-19. Needless to say, scientists, governments, and individual citizens alike must wage a massive war to stop the locust infestation in Africa from becoming a deadly plague. Number 8. Africanized bee. Easily agitated and quick to attack, these are the aggressive type of honeybees from Africa, aptly dubbed killer bees. These cute, little, fuzzy pollen-collecting and honey-making insects are also one of the most dangerous bugs on the planet. Bees are very territorial, and it's said that the soldiers will protect their queen with their life. African honeybees have a more unpredictable temperament than their American counterparts. But when African bees were introduced in the States, whether accidentally or intentionally, the native breed crossbred and became as aggressive as the African bees. In fact, Africanized bees are said to be more dangerous since they're found closer to some human populations, making encounters and fatal attacks more frequent. When an attack is imminent, Africanized bees will come in an army of thousands of angry soldiers. Hundreds of bees will sting you at a time, and the pain you'll experience will be quite excruciating. Plus, the payload of venom delivered can reach deadly levels very quickly. Number 7. Asian giant hornet. This monstrously huge hornet is unlike the typical wasp or hornet you know of. In fact, the Asian giant hornet is considered the world's largest member of the wasp family, and the most aggressive too. They have an intimidatingly elongated body with a remarkable 3-inch wingspan and a 0.25-inch stinger in its arsenal. Even though a single hornet's sting isn't fatal in itself, multiple stings can cause anaphylactic shock, cardiac arrest, and potentially death if medical attention is not forthcoming. And unlike bees, the Asian giant hornet doesn't lose their stinger after stinging its victim. That means that a single giant hornet can attack repeatedly, causing serious pain. It's unlikely, however, that you'll ever come across these deadly mammoth hornets, since they mostly inhabit areas with low human population, mountains, and forests. But should you rub up these fierce insects the wrong way, you, my friend, will have found yourself in a real hornet's nest. Number 6. Tarantula hawk. The tarantula hawk is neither a spider nor a hawk. It's actually a parasitic wasp found in the American Southwest and Mexico. These insects are so named for their habit of flying low like hawks and their remarkable ability to hunt down tarantulas, which are themselves formidable predators and are twice as large as the attacking tarantula hawk. These brilliant insects grow to only 2.5 inches long with a 4-inch wingspan and an incredibly large stinger in its repository. When hunting, they usually look for a tarantula's web to disturb, pulling the web to mimic trapped prey. The disturbance lures the unsuspecting tarantula out of its burrow, and the emerging predator falls prey to the attacking tarantula hawk. A quick sting at the spider's leg base paralyzes it within 2 seconds. Don't worry, the sting of a tarantula hawk won't paralyze you, but it will make you lie down and scream. In fact, scientists recommend that you do just that should you happen to be stung by one of these bad boys. The pain will be short-lived, lasting under 5 minutes, but you are guaranteed that it will be instantaneous, totally electrifying, and extremely excruciating. Number 5. Kissing bug. Wow, here's a sweet one, a bug that gives kisses! Don't be taken in by the deceptive name, however, for the kissing bug doesn't actually kiss. It's so named for a rather unpleasant reason: biting people around the mouth or other parts of the face. The insect itself is known as a tritomine bug, and is a blood-sucking, parasite-carrying bug typically found in Mexico, Central America, and South America. What makes the kissing bug a dangerous insect isn't the bug's bite per se, rather it's the parasite called Trypanosoma cruzi, which lives in the intestines and feces of some kissing bugs. Take note, however, that not all kissing bugs carry the parasite, which causes an infection called Chagas disease. Number 4. Fire ant. Red fire ants are known to be one of the most aggressive insects that exist. They're really little insects originating from the tropical jungles of South America, but they happen to be top predators in their ecosystem, as well as being very important scavengers. These insects are impossible to eradicate as long as their queen is alive. They are incredibly brilliant creatures, building complex bug bridge structures as well as living rafts to swim together through flooded forests. And it's incredible how fire ants, like most swarming animals, are able to get such incredible tasks completed through decentralized collective action, where there is no leader directing the colony. But even as they are fascinating creatures to watch as they relentlessly overcome challenging obstacles during their food foraging missions, let's not forget that these are equally dangerous creatures. They are ravenous, meat-hungry, and when their colony is threatened, they attack like they mean business. While an individual fire ant can't kill a human, you don't want to find yourself in the middle of an attacking fire ant colony. Number 3. Bullet ant. Getting stung by a bullet ant is one of those things you never want to experience. These insects were so named for their extremely painful sting. They're not as aggressive as fire ants, and they won't chase you, but should you dare provoke or corner them, then you'll discover just how fierce these tiny bugs can be. Their sting is so potent that it's often likened to being shot by a firearm, and that is arguably the worst pain known to man. The pain experienced when stung by the insula ant, as it's commonly known in Peru, has been said to be 30 times more painful than a common wasp sting. The sting is rated up there at the Schmidt Sting Pain Index, followed by the tarantula hawk sting. And just like with the tarantula hawk sting, bullet ants too produce a neurotoxic venom which is fatal to arthropods, but only causes tremendous pain in black widow spider. Stay away from the black widow spider. It is one of the most dangerous arachnids on Earth. If you see an all-black spider with a red hourglass marking on the underside, that's the black widow. Females are especially large and more intimidating. These are meat-eaters, equipped with menacing jaws complete with deadly fangs and flesh-melting venom in its armory. Black widow spiders are infamous for biting when threatened or surprised, and this bite leaves a lethal dose of venom that's so potent it can cause serious complications in humans. Well, you probably won't die from a black widow spider bite, but I'll tell you for free that there's nothing pleasant about the experience. The venom of a black widow spider will produce a range of effects in humans, none of them pretty. Mostly, the victim will experience excruciating pain, vomiting, and itchiness from anywhere between a day, a week, and a month. You made it to the end of the video, but hey, don't go bugging out just yet. If you enjoyed or learned something new, be sure to smash the like icon and leave a comment. Your engagement is what keeps our curiosity going. We have lots of fantastic videos that you will enjoy. You can start by checking out the 2 already showing up on your screen right now. Keep it 100.